What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hashtag GSM for GM Season 4, Episode 24 here in WWE 2K25 MyGM Mode. I'm Graham GSM Matthews. Hope you guys are doing well. This is the final edition of SmackDown before WrestleMania 2007. And it's a stacked show. We were unfortunately forced to pull Gunther, the United States champion. Fucking terrible timing, because he was supposed to defend the championship here tonight on the show against Kofi Kingston, or actually specifically Finn Balor. I almost said Kofi and Finn Balor in a triple threat match. That's not accurate. Finn Balor basically became #1 contender last week here on the show. We can't use Gunther tonight. We're going to have to hold off until another time for that match. Hopefully we can hold on to Gunther coming out of the draft following WrestleMania. But in the meantime, we have a stacked show nonetheless. AJ Styles, Jey Uso look to settle their score here tonight in tonight's opener. CM Punk calls out Rollins before their WWE Championship clash at WrestleMania. Rollins responds later on in the show. Becky Lynch addresses her upcoming challenger, or unknown challenger, for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania on the 2-year anniversary of when she won the belt at Mania itself in 2005. Lita debuts here on SmackDown to answer the challenge. Match made official. Lita, Becky Lynch this weekend at WrestleMania for the WWE Women's title. Chelsea Green and Tegan Nox mix it up once again here tonight. Liv Morgan and Naomi look to settle their score on SmackDown right before Mania. Tag team action as Finn Balor teams up with Eddie Pop against Ilya Dragunov and Kofi Kingston, two familiar foes of theirs in recent weeks. And then in the main event, the match that we will be watching, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso Part 4. The match meant for Mania, a WrestleMania-worthy main event, happens tonight in the main event of SmackDown. After everything that has transpired between the two in recent months, they rekindle their rivalry, renew hostilities tonight on SmackDown. Who goes over in the battle of the Bloodline leader and the man who Roman Reigns wants nothing more than to recruit into his group? So that is the show. Power card stuff is fine. I think we used everything last week as far as what we can use and whatever. Yeah, we used all the power cards that we could, and we will buy the Mania Arena for next week. We just recently bought the Arena, so we will have that starting on tonight's show, which is great timing for the final SmackDown before Mania. And like I said, we'll buy the Mania tier for the Mania stage, so we'll have that for next week's Mania show. And I think we're good to go. We'll confirm booking here. We are in San Diego, California. I don't know where Mania is going to be. I guess we'll find out. That's what I miss about the old SVR games. It would show you the calendar of what's coming up, and it will tell you where you'll be like next week and the week after for certain pay-per-views like a year out. And it'd be so convenient because then you can book for like, oh yeah, you'll be in this city. I want to do this match in this city. They don't do that in 2K nowadays. Anyway, we'll simulate this match. AJ Styles and Jey Uso. Who goes over here? AJ Styles knocks off Jey Uso, who honestly has been winning a lot of matches since returning or coming to SmackDown last year. He's really won a majority of his matches, so for AJ to beat him is an impressive feat. Good promo from Punk. Simulate this match. These two are not supposed to be on the show. This match had to be changed because Gunther couldn't make it. So I was not honestly going to have them on the show. After Tegan lost to Naomi a few weeks ago, Chelsea lost to Becky, and I probably will not re-sign either of them, but they're just having a match tonight to fill the spot.
1, 2, that's 3, bring it.
Chelsea Green goes over, knocks off Nox. So I don't think we're re-signing Nox next season here on the show, because Nox isn't even in 2K26, so if we continue this in 2K26, we can't use her anyway. Popularity up 2 points for Becky. Liv Morgan and Naomi. We'll simulate this feud here.
That's it. Ring the bell.
Liv Morgan going over. All right, a big win for Liv Morgan. Seth Rollins calls out Punk. Good promo from him. Tag team action. Can Eddie Pop win his first match here on SmackDown in tag team action? Let's see. Simulate this matchup. Or will Dragunov and Kofi go over? It is Finn Balor and Eddie Pop. Eddie Pop picks up his first win. Balor maintains momentum with another win en route to his WWE United States Championship opportunity, very likely on next week's show. Popularity up 4 for Lita, which is great. And then we will be watching this match, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. It's going to be a spectate match. Don't want to simulate it. That would defeat the purpose of watching these matches. But this will not be the end of the feud between the two. Like I said, I think last week, I wanted this to be the Mania match, but then Punk became champion, and now we're doing Punk and Rollins at Mania. That would have been the SmackDown before Mania match, which is the spot that this match occupies. We will very likely, regardless of who wins here, rematch them at the next pay-per-view or on the SmackDown before the next pay-per-view. If we can hold on to both in the draft, that's kind of the key. I would like to hold on to both men coming out of the draft and continue the feud going into Backlash or whatever that pay-per-view is, and finish their feud once and for all. Ring the bell.
Roman Reigns looking to continue his reign as head of the table. The original tribal chief
square up here. And just to recap here, a few years ago, they had a whole series of matches going into WrestleMania. I believe WrestleMania 2005, if I'm not mistaken. But Roman Reigns knocked off Jey Uso in their initial encounter. Jey Uso avenged the loss. Closer to WrestleMania, beating Roman Reigns in what was a big victory for him. And Roman Reigns finished out the feud, beating Jey Uso in a tribal combat Bloodline Rules Last Man Standing match at WrestleMania to not only finish the feud and beat Jey Uso, but essentially oust him from the Blue brand. That's the whole reason why we have not seen Solo Sikoa on SmackDown since. He lost to Roman Reigns in a Bloodline Rules Last Man Standing match at WrestleMania 2006. And he was also banished from the Blue brand. Jey Uso able to return, and not only was he able to return to SmackDown earlier on in the season, he quickly became the #1 contender in his first official match back as a member of SmackDown to the WWE Championship, later winning the belt from CM Punk at a pay-per-view earlier on this year. Roman Reigns, jealous of that, feeling like he's had to work his way back up the ladder for another opportunity at that title, then cost Jey Uso that championship at Survivor Series last month. His mentality being, if I can't be champion, neither will you. And here we are. Back to these two going one-on-one. Jey Uso looking to prove that he is indeed on Roman Reigns' level, having lost to Roman back at WrestleMania a few years ago, whenever it mattered most. And this may not be WrestleMania, but this is one of the stages that matters most on WrestleMania weekend. Jey Uso firmly in control so far in this match, which is a great sign for him. Great super kick there to Roman Reigns, and the quick cover. I don't think Roman Reigns has lost a single match all year here in 2007 on SmackDown. He's beaten CM Punk. He has not been involved in a whole lot of matches, or at least no singles matches that he's been beaten in. He's only had a handful of singles matches on SmackDown so far this year. He's really made his presence felt other ways. There's the super kick from Jey. Roman catches and counters it with a strike to Jey, and then laying him out with a great Uranagi right down onto the mat. Nice kick to the back there as well. Roman now has Jey right where he wants him, throwing him right into the turnbuckle. Repeated clotheslines, and another one. Here's the count. Quick kick out at 1. You got to assume whoever wins this matchup will be next in line for a championship opportunity. Jey Uso looking for that rematch with CM Punk. Roman Reigns looking for his first opportunity at the championship in quite some time. Nice spear there from Roman Reigns. Pins Jey, and a kick out at 2. Not enough to put his cousin away. Roman Reigns going high risk, a rare sight. Great diving elbow connects.
Reigns imposing his will on his cousin here.
A multi-time former WWE champion is Roman Reigns in his own right, having main evented WrestleMania. Actually won the belt back from Randy Orton at WrestleMania a few years ago.
And what a reversal from Jey Uso.
Boom, nice strike to the stomach there with Jey Uso. Nice DDT while he's at it. Jey Uso locking up with Roman. Face first into the turnbuckle goes Roman. Jey's had to work through the entire bloodline. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and he was a member a while back. Nice drop kick to Roman Reigns. And then Jimmy Uso,
All the stops here, whatever it takes.
who lost to AJ Styles earlier in the evening. Jey Uso taking Roman back up in the turnbuckle. And he's got Roman right where he wants him.
This could go south in a hurry.
And the suplex connects.
The cover for the win.
And the cover from Jey. One, and a kick out at one from Roman Reigns.
A massive effort to keep him down.
Jey Uso, what's he looking for here? Roman Reigns reverses. Throws Jey into the ropes and connects with a Superman punch. There's the cover. 2, 3. Roman Reigns puts Jey Uso away, scoring his 3rd win over Jey Uso. And one has to assume that will not be it between these two. And like I said earlier, what I would like to do is Roman Reigns, now having beaten Jey, they will have one more match next month or whatever the next pay-per-view is. If both guys remain on SmackDown, I want another match between them, very likely inside Hell in the Cell. And if Jey Uso wins, he will have to join the Bloodline. If he loses, then the Bloodline is no more. I kind of like that stipulation. Roman Reigns wins. Roman Reigns has been a regular here on SmackDown for years, so I'm not looking to let him go anytime soon. Simulate Raw. Not exactly great ratings, but we did have a great opener with 4 stars for AJ versus Jimmy, so that's good. We also made $108,000. Holy shit. Raw actually lost $5,000. Interesting. It's WrestleMania week. Castle. First of all, fuck you, Nick Aldis. Second of all, he said select an opposing brand, steal 10% of their revenue from last week's show, can't be used in the last week. Yeah, it was a low blow. Fuck you, Nick Aldis. Rollins says, what the hell happened to my title shot? You know, the one that you promised me? I guess Emmanuel's right. Emmanuel told me here in the video a couple of weeks ago that the 3 weeks that I promised Rollins actually does not count for WrestleMania, which is bullshit. That fucking sucks. It was supposed to. I thought it would count for WrestleMania, but I guess not. But he is getting a title shot tonight. What the fuck is this about? AJ Styles says, check this out. At our last SmackDown function, Reigns deliberately took the last 2 pieces of cake, leaving me without... What the fuck is he talking about? Leaving me without any. That kind of greed needs to be punished. Let me have my cake and eat it too. I've had enough of his disrespect, and I want to settle things in the ring with him. I can guarantee that things are going to get heated. I'm not doing that match at WrestleMania, so I'm going to have to say no. I will do Roman and AJ at some point, but it will not be this week. Sorry. AJ said, have it your way, but don't get mad when somebody else gets hurt. Whatever. It's WrestleMania week. Well, let's buy the WrestleMania arena while we can. Make sure we have that for the show. Oops. Let's see. We'll do our main matches here. CM Punk and Rollins for the WWE Championship. And Becky Lynch and Lita for the WWE Women's Championship. We'll have Finn Balor call out Gunther for their United States Championship match, hopefully on SmackDown next week. I want to have AJ Styles call out Roman Reigns. Perfect. All right. So that's our show there. Now what are we doing with these matches? Men's Fatal 4-Way Gauntlet Eliminator. To begin in overtime, more enter until there is only one winner. Winner receives a +3 contract extension. Oh, I'm definitely fucking doing this match. So who's going to be a part of it? Let's see. Let's do Roman and Jey. I like that. And then the women, same thing. We'll do Liv and Naomi. So technically Roman Reigns will still be at WrestleMania. I like that. Let's see. I'll do Roman and Jey in that match. I mean, I guess they would start out, right? I kind of want to have Roman Reigns win. We'll probably have Roman Reigns win and beat Jey Uso again. Do we put Jey in here, though? Just to lose to Roman Reigns for a second time? I guess so. I guess we'll do that. It's only a fatal 4-way. It's not a straight-up singles match, although it's technically a gauntlet, but whatever. Alright, so that's our show. Let me just check. Show logistics are set. Power cards were good. When is Charlotte back? 2 weeks. She'll be back in 2 weeks. I mean, that's even if we get to re-sign her. I'm not sure. I don't know if we'll get to re-sign her. All depends on what happens in the draft and whatnot. But I think we're good, though. I think we're good with everything else otherwise. So this will be our card for WrestleMania next week. We do not know yet, as of now, who will be representing Raw, but it will be a fatal 4-way men's gauntlet eliminator. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. I would love to have Charlotte compete in that women's one, and then we could say she returned, and then she fucking became #1 contender. Can we do that, or do we have, like, I guess this is all we have. If we had an injury rehab that reduced injury by more than 1 week, then that'd be perfect. But Charlotte's out for 2 weeks. This would not help us tonight. But anyway, it will be Roman and Jey. And Roman Reigns can win that one. I want to do Roman and Jey inside Hell in the Cell. But I also want to do AJ Styles and Roman Reigns. So I might do AJ and Roman in the next show. If we get to keep all these guys, that's really kind of providing that happens. I would have Roman win and it's like, oh, he gets the next title shot. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I want to do him and Jey next. I don't know. It kind of depends on who wins the main event. I guess we'll find out. Because we've already done Roman versus Seth and Roman versus Punk. We've kind of exhausted both of those feuds already. Roman's already beaten both guys several times. So I don't really want to do Roman versus either one of them either. I would like to do Roman and AJ. That would be a fresh feud. So I guess we'll see what happens. If Rollins loses, I will probably kick Rollins off the show. I would probably kick Rollins off of SmackDown. It depends. It depends on who we can hold on to in the draft and whatnot, and who we can bring on in to SmackDown to freshen up the main event scene. But that's that match. Our SmackDown women's match, or the women's match versus Raw, is Liv and Naomi representing in the 4-way. I'll probably have Naomi win that, but I'm not sure yet. Kind of depends. I don't know. I will play both matches to ensure that we get the fucking... winner gains 55 popularity points. Ring XP, but loses an additional 10% stamina. Match rewards. The next Immortal you sign this week is free. That match reward is awesome. The next Immortal that you sign this week is free? Holy shit. That's huge. So actually I will play this match, because if that means we get an Immortal free agent, I'm definitely doing that match and probably having Naomi win and avenging the loss to Liv Morgan from SmackDown. Alright. And then... oh, no, actually, fuck. Winner receives... I mean, what does that even mean? The +3 contract extension? Do we just hold on to them through the draft? What the fuck does that mean? I will play this match anyway. And then for our SmackDown card, Finn Balor calls out Gunther. They will have their match. If we hold on to both guys in the draft, they will collide for the men's United States Championship on the show next week. And AJ Styles will fight Roman Reigns. Coming up soon, he will call out Roman Reigns after Roman beat Jey Uso on SmackDown. Becky Lynch defends against her unknown opponent, who we found out on SmackDown is Lita, the debuting Lita, on the 2-year anniversary when Becky Lynch won the championship. She defends against a legend in Lita, who will win this matchup. And then our main event, Seth Rollins and CM Punk for the WWE Championship. They finally collide for the first time ever one-on-one after Punk beat Rollins in a 3-way match last year at WrestleMania to become WWE Champion. Can Rollins regain the gold here tonight, or will Punk retain the title? Looking forward to that match as well. Should be a great WrestleMania to be sure. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm looking forward to doing the WrestleMania video next week here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to like this video, drop a comment, subscribe, and share. All that stuff is greatly appreciated. Also consider signing up for a WrestleRant All Access Pass. $5 a month gets you videos like this early and ad-free before anyone else. You also get shout-outs at the beginning and end of every single live stream that we do here on the channel, badges and emojis in the live chats, and so much more. So check that out down below, also in the description box. Have an awesome one, folks. I'm Graham G.S. Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.